Mountaineer fans, don't miss your chance to see the West Virginia University baseball team take on the Texas Longhorns in the final series of the season at Hawley Field, May 2nd through the 4th. First pitch is Friday at 6 p.m., Saturday at 4 p.m., and Sunday at 1 p.m. Tickets are on sale now at WVUGame.com or by calling 1-800-WVU-GAME. Catch all the excitement of Mountaineer baseball at Hawley Field. Order your tickets today.
Another week, another edition of Around the Horn with West Virginia baseball coach Randy Mazey, presented by Coca-Cola, along with the head coach. I'm Jeff Culhane. We have dried ourselves off after that rainy night in Charleston earlier this week. Big weekend coming up. We'll talk about that in a moment, but we should obviously discuss the weekend series sweep last week against Kansas State. First part of the question, how tough is that to do for a team? Second part, what led to that, especially Sunday, with the way you guys are playing and the way your guys approach things this last weekend?
Well, I think our confidence that we carried into the weekend led us to the sweep. You know, we've been swept twice. Mm-hmm. We swept Baylor, and now we swept Kansas State. And it's really, really hard to do, you know. And usually when a team wins the first two games, they have a little bit of a lull, and the other team sneaks up on them. But fortunately, we didn't let that happen because old Ross Vance went back out there and did his thing. So that was a huge weekend for us moving forward. Nice to see Harrison Musgrave finally rewarded with another solid outing. He gets a win, amazingly, the first win since March the 8th for Harrison, and he spun a gem Friday night to get the weekend started for you. Yeah, you know, he does his thing every time he goes out there, gives you a chance to win, and fortunately, we ended up getting the result that he needed because he hadn't had it in a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was tremendous, to say the least. Ross Vance, Big 12 newcomer of the week, I believe 27 strikeouts over his last 24 innings of work for that young man. He's really stepped up and performed well for the Mountaineers now in a weekend role. All right, huge weekend coming up. The final weekend of Hawley Field. The Texas Longhorns are in town Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Not to mention there's a lot on the line for your team as far as the postseason is concerned. But let's talk about off the field, what this means for West Virginia baseball and some of the festivities that you guys have lined up, and how excited you are about what's going on this weekend surrounding the event. You know, it's going to be a very emotional weekend for a lot of people. You know, there's been a lot of baseball players played on Hawley Field over the last however many years and she's going away after this weekend. So a lot of guys are coming back. We're going to let them stand on the field for the national anthem one last time, and that's going to mean a lot to those guys because there's a lot of memories to go on there. Mm-hmm. And to do it against one of the richest programs traditionally in the history of college baseball, you couldn't have scripted a better weekend. Yeah. Golf this weekend, I believe, Friday. There's a golf outing you guys have going on. Also a tailgate set up Saturday are some of the things that I got a golf outing Friday morning. I'm going to be. You're playing. You're swinging. I am challenging every former baseball player to a long drive contest. But I understand you're playing. I am playing. So yes, that'll be a little head-to-head action. I don't know. That'll be interesting to say the least. But yeah, I got a big tailgate planned for all the alumni Saturday before the game, and just a chance to see all their former buddies and tell some stories and watch some good baseball while they're here. Let's talk about the baseball on the field. Texas, after really having 2 down years in a row, they have come back, but they have struggled, although they played 2 very good teams at home in TCU and Oklahoma State, losing 5 of their last 6 games in Big 12 conference play. Tell me about Texas. Always very good, always with a lot of great players and great recruiting classes. You know it as you've been around that part of the country coaching college baseball. What will this weekend be like on the field for your team? It's going to be a thrill, you know. What an unbelievable thrill for the community, for our kids, for the fans, to get to play against this crowd. And the thing we can't get caught up as far as baseball is the name on the front of their jersey. You know, we got to play against them just like we'd play against anybody. And if we do that, I think we'll have some success. But they're a good team, you know. They play in their park. It's not very hitter-friendly down there. It's a graveyard. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times they swing the bats better on the road than they do at home. So that's a little bit of a concern. Their numbers at home aren't very good, but you know, it's pretty tough on those guys when they play at home. Their fans are pretty tough on them. Yeah. So they really look forward to getting on the road sometimes. It takes a lot of pressure off them. So now you got to be kind of careful with this group. They're very capable of beating you every time they play you. So we're just going to have to do what we've been doing and pitch well and hit at the right times and play defense. It's not rocket science, you know, so as long as we continue to do what we've been doing well, we should have some success.
Something you did last year, won 2 of 3 against the Longhorns a season ago. Before we finish up here, as we enter the final month, Coach, RPI's number 26. There's a lot of the national publications that say this team's in a regional right now. In year number 2 at the helm, what does that progress mean to you and to the rest of the staff about what you guys have done so far?
I mean, it'll mean a lot of progress if we do get in, not if they say we're in. You know, that's a huge difference. So, but we've got a lot to play for, you know. That would be an awful proud moment by a lot of people if on the selection show they mentioned Mountaineers' name.
No doubt. The final month's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for the time and enjoy the weekend. It should be good.
All right, buddy.
Thoughts of the head coach, Randy Mazey. Make sure you get out to Holly Field the final weekend of Holly Field as West Virginia takes on the Texas Longhorns. A lot of festivities. Alumni, former players will be in attendance. We want to see you out there for great crowds as well. 6 p.m. on Friday, 4 p.m. on Saturday, and 1 p.m. on Sunday as West Virginia takes on the Texas Longhorns. That does it for the head coach, Randy Mazey. I'm Jeff Culhane. This has been Around the Horn, presented by Coca-Cola.